We'll have to stop the recording after the concepts and all of that, and then restart it so it'll be easier for you to add the separate videos. Don't you think? I mean, I don't know how easy it is to edit it otherwise.
I think what we should just do is just ask him a few personal questions, because core values we can just ask in person, or, well, we'll just record it all together.
Okay.
Just throw it in at the
Can
end.
you cut it though? And
Yeah, I can edit it. Yeah.
because I don't know how to edit stuff on like that. And I'm not that good. I'm not that technologically savvy.
I am.
What are y'all targeting? What are y'all?
We're supposed to. The whole idea. It's for an anthropology class. So
Cultural
it's all about
anthropology.
culture and enculturation and how, you know, in different cultures, including like this is considered a culture. You
Mhm.
know, you would
Oh,
use
okay.
different technical concepts or terms
Okay.
or slang terms. So we're going to ask about that, and
Mhm.
we're going to ask. Well, we have a notepad. Where did you bring it?
Yep, I brought the questions.
So we can give you a minute to think about it
Yeah,
before we
just
start
give me-
recording.
Yeah.
Great.
So it's just
Where y'all going to school?
Warner Pacific College.
Okay.
So one of them was the core values of the station, model
I should-
personality.
I should be able to like spit those out really quick. So that- I mean, yeah.
Nice.
There. Mission, vision, values, and vision. Oh, look at that.
Oh, cool. We'll take a
perfect.
picture of that
yeah,
too.
that
Yeah.
would be perfect.
Yeah.
And then model personalities. So like, what kind of personality, you know, is usually looked for in firefighters?
In fire service.
Or what do you have to
Um,
portray as a firefighter to a patron?
Okay.
You know, and it can be, you know, things that you have to portray. It can be things like the fact that obviously you guys have to be in really good shape. It can be
Okay.
That you look
know,
like Clark Kent.
that you work with.
Did Brent tell you that?
No.
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 I thought he set me up. Okay.
You're on candid camera.
But anything along that lines of what you know is usually looked for in a firefighter.
Okay.
Types of reciprocity. So like, you know,
Yeah.
what you guys do for each other. How you guys, you know,
Have each other's
how-
backs.
exactly.
Okay.
You know, because I
was
know
gonna
the
say
bond
types of
has to be.
reciprocity
Mhm.
as far as between.
Like reciprocal actions that you guys do.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's really no reciprocity between departments.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
But
no, as
apart
in-
from
right.
like maybe in-house, I'd maybe looking for a better, I guess, target. I guess a better definition to
Yeah. Like
how I would.
like do you guys take certain like chores and then rotate them, or
Oh,
take
okay.
certain responsibilities and
Or you know,
Right.
you know,
Cook
like
for
I
one
know some
another.
people exactly. You might take turns cooking since you're all stuck
We
here
do,
for so
right.
long.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, things like that. You know, just what you guys do for each other.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then any slang terms that you guys use.
Okay.
So stuff that would be specific to you guys more than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Technical terms and concepts. So, you know, good example. Would
EMS
be,
or EMT.
you know,
Yeah, there's some AMI. I could give you like an acute myocardial infarction.
That'd be good.
exactly.
I could give you. I have 2 or 3 pages of them that I'm allowed to use. So
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah, see,
there's
perfect.
a legitimate. Yeah.
And exactly, maybe some concepts behind it, and then that's really it. I mean, then we were thinking about asking like
Some personal
if you were okay
questions.
with that. You know, just like you
Not
know,
too
why
in-depth.
you became a firefighter,
Okay.
and you know, maybe how long you had to go to school, or
What
you
kind
know,
of school you had to go to.
Yeah,
Okay.
just you know,
All right.
stuff to kind of.
We could throw the Clark Kent thing in there just to make it
Yeah.
a bit funny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, ready?
That's pretty funny. Yes, it would. be
Okay.
funny.
All right. So we are here at Clackamas Fire Station 04. And you want to state your name for the camera?
Matthew Trevino.
Matthew Trevino. And we are going to ask him a few questions for our cultural anthropology class.
We're going to go over there to reference.
Sure. Okay. So we're going to follow him over to a board that has the mission statements.
try to mount these in all the district departments in the building, so that way we all have a good quick reference for the mission, vision, and values. Our mission is to safely protect and preserve life and property. Our values are we guide our actions with integrity, courage, and personal accountability. Treat others with respect. We leave things better than we found them. We communicate openly and share knowledge. Continually strive for excellence. Cultivate leadership. Integrate safety, health, and wellness into everything we do. And everyone goes home. Our vision is to model excellence in everything we do, to lead in employee safety and wellness, to respond to the needs of our citizens, communities, and employees, to be a fully funded, fiscally responsible emergency services agency, to plan for the future, to minimize our impact on the environment, to foster an environment of trust, involvement, innovation, creativity, and accountability.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome.
So, what type of personalities do you usually look for in firefighters, or would the station look for?
Or potential
Or
firefighters.
potential firefighters.
Okay. So actually we're hiring right now, so the things that they're looking for in those individuals right now is the basic. There's some qualifications, so they do have to go to school.
Mhm.
You have to have a firefighter 1 is a certificate that they're looking for, and then an EMT basic or an EMT paramedic. So you have
Okay.
to go through a medical training as well.
How long does that
once-
typically take?
You know, it varies from state to state.
Okay.
I went through the Air Force Fire Academy. It
Oh, okay.
was 3 months, and we got the certificates that we needed. I believe it's a couple semesters, if not 3,
Okay.
for if you go through a community college for the Firefighter 1 certificates.
So pretty basic.
Yep, you
Okay.
can do a degree program as well. And they do have. There's a few colleges around the area that do that.
Mm-hmm.
The paramedic is a much bigger commitment for school. Some programs do a 2-year paramedic program. I went through an Air Force program for that as well. So
Okay.
mine was a 6-month an accelerated paramedic program. The EMT basic is, I believe, 6 weeks. So that's basic life support skills.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of reciprocity do you guys have here? Like, what kind of reciprocal actions do you guys have towards one another?
So everyone in the station does have a set of responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm new, so I get to take care of all the trash, all the toilet paper, all the toilets, all the kitchen counters, all the surfaces that we all live around and have to share with each other. So it's good to be respectful of the people that you live with.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because it's not your own home, you don't get to choose how clean it gets to be.
Right.
It has to be clean. Everybody has a limit, and some people are more sensitive to that than others. And so the general rule is that it stays pretty clean.
Right.
So right now, Brent was outside and he's washing the fire engine, and that's a good, takes care of the engine, and that's typically his responsibility, but all of us will pitch in and take care of that. So that way he's able to come in, sit down, and eat. Right now, you know, we've been running calls all day,
Mhm.
and in between calls, we've filled sandbags to put in a lady's driveway.
Mm-hmm.
So we, it kind of, our schedule is set, but very, very flexible.
Right.
I guess is a good way to put it. So as soon as I get here in the mornings, I have to check out the equipment that we're using for all the emergency calls, and I have to make sure that it's up to snuff. Brent will come around and he'll hit certain parts of the engine, and he can tell me, hey, I've looked at X, Y, and Z, and you've looked at X, Y, and Z. So
Mhm.
now we know that it's done.
Right.
And that's how we generally share those responsibilities. Even though they're assigned to one specific person, all of us will pick up a little bits and pieces of it, so
Mhm.
that way they have time to relax. Especially if somebody's working, it's bad manners to
Yeah.
sit down. So
Yeah.
you should not, in any position, all the way
Mhm.
up to our lieutenants and our captains,
Mm-hmm.
they'll hop out in there with us. If
Yeah.
they're writing the reports, or if they're not, then they'll be right there next to us.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are there any slangs that you guys use with one another, or just in a normal day-to-day basis?
I think a lot of our slang is become defined. In
Yeah.
the last few years, we've really worked on getting rid of like radio language, and they've moved to we call just common English or simple English,
Right.
plain English, I should say.
Okay.
And a lot of that stuff is just to simplify our communication between outside agencies. A lot of police units still use codes over the air, and it's confusing for people that aren't familiar with them. So if they called out some sort of code that I don't know what that means. Is that dangerous for me or
Right.
is it not? So we use plain English. We'll let people know, hey, I have fire in a one-story house. It's showing from the Alpha Bravo corner. So we use things like, so Alpha Bravo, that's maybe something you're looking for. We'll number or letter sides of a facility. So that way
Okay.
we can reference, hey, I'm on the Alpha side. And everybody knows where most of the fire engines are is the Alpha side.
Right.
And then if you're on the opposite side of the building, you know you're on the Charlie side.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can talk and say, I'm in the house, I've fallen through a floor, I need help, I'm in the Bravo Charlie corner. And then everybody knows where to go.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a slang term, I guess, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
We use a lot of abbreviations, especially for our medical charting. So AMIs or acute medical infarctions. GI is a gastrointestinal tract. Lots and lots of those. There's pages of those. COPD.
What did it take, or what did it mean for you to become a firefighter? Like, what does it mean for you personally?
I think I was cut out to be a firefighter. So that's what, to me, it's just a completion of a goal that I've had for a long, long time. I'm a third generation firefighter, and so I think there's quite a few of us in the fire service that just have, that inside look as a kid growing up to see like when dad's home, when dad's not home, what does dad do when he's away?
Right.
Career day comes, and what is, to me, dad's job was the coolest. So there wasn't any looking outside of the fire service in that regard.
Yeah.
I joined the Air Force to become a firefighter, and I went through the Air Force Fire Department to get my training, and then I joined into a different Air Force career field, and that's how I got my paramedic. And then after that, then I'm a reservist out here at the airport, and so I have all the certificates I need to be a firefighter, and now I need a real job.
Yeah.
And now I do this full time, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling of accomplishment. It's a big goal accomplished.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And years in
A
the
lot of
works.
training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there, he already said that. Is there anything that, in particular, that you like about your job? Like the one top thing
yeah.
that you love about it?
Yeah.
Or a couple things.
Yeah.
No, lots of things. I enjoy the people that I work with. That's big. I've worked at lots and lots of jobs since I was a little kid. Since I was 15, I've had tons of jobs. And the fire service and the military career that I have right now, I'm just surrounded by guys that I respect. And so it makes coming to work a lot easier. It makes hard days a lot easier, and you all have each other's backs. Nobody's, really hard to work with. It's really
Right.
hard. Our fire district is also blessed in a way that we don't have many bad employees.
That's good.
So it makes it really easy to come to work. We have our fixed daily duties, which are, like everybody has their chores, clean the floors, dust and mop and vacuum. But we get called out to go out, and right now we have to extinguish a fire at somebody's house to keep the whole house from burning down. We
Wow.
get to go out and help an 85-year-old lady stop her basement from flooding. We get to go out and help a little kid off the football field that fell down. All these people that need something, that need help from somebody that they can't provide.